Hey, it's Mahalia here, and today I want to encourage you to be flexible. There's a saying that my high school chorus teacher she taught us, and I carry that with me through life, and it's be flexible or you will break. Right? Be flexible or you will break. Just means that when life throws us curveballs, when things happens, you just have to be flexible. We have to pivot, right? If not, we're going to break. What happens to a ruler if it's not flexible? If it's a wooden ruler and you try to bend it, it's gonna break because it's not very flexible. But a plastic ruler, you bend it, you can almost bend that thing into a U, all right? Because it's just very flexible, and that's how we have to be in life. We have to change our perspective, change our action plan, and go ahead and go at it. For example, the pandemic just happened. I know life is going on like nothing happened for a lot of people. In a lot of places, it's still very evident. But for a lot of people, it's it's as if business as usual and the pandemic didn't happen. However, when the pandemic first hit and everywhere was shut down, people didn't know how they were going to do this and how they were going to do that, but everyone had to pivot and make it happen. How were parents going to stay home with their children and work, provide for them, and take care of their young children? They had to be flexible and make it happen, right? How were teachers going to teach students from home and also have their children at home being taught, right? How were they going to do it? Yet it was done. Everyone had to be flexible, right? How were people going to see the doctor for non-life threatening issues, but still important issues? Telehealth, right? Everyone had to be flexible. So we have to be flexible or we will break. So the first thing is the perception. Okay, first thing is the assessment, right? Assess what is happening. Okay, what's happening here? It is what it is. Not, let's not be subjective and think what is happening to me, but let's just assess, okay, what exactly is happening here. Call a thing, okay? What's happening? We can't go outside. We have to stay inside now. So I can no longer go here and meet with all my clients, all my customers, or whatever the case may be. How do I need to do that? So you assess the situation, see what it is, exactly what it is. Call a thing. Don't try to put your emotions into it so you don't get clouded. Just see what it is and call it for what it is. Then your perception, okay. Instead of thinking this is happening to me, think this is happening for me. This will help to spark your creativity and the way that you respond to whatever you need to respond to, right? You're not going to be stuck per se for a long period of time. I'm not saying you're not going to maybe hit a small wall, but that will spark your creativity. How can this benefit me, right? This part is out of my control, but this part I can control. What can I do, right? I can't change that the world is shut down. I can't go outside. Whatever the thing may be. I keep using the pandemic because we all experienced it. We all knew what it felt like. But so this is the issue, the thing that happened, right? It is what it is. Okay, now what can I do? What is up to me? That's the thing that I need to focus on, right? That makes me think about the Serenity prayer, and it says that God help me to God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, right? Accept the things you can't change. Change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, you can't change that everyone has to stay inside, but what can you change? What can you do? How can you pivot to make sure you're still moving in a progressive way, right? The next thing is your action plan. Okay, now that you've thought about what can you do, like, what are the steps that you're going to take to do it, right? What is it going to require? What is it going to involve? Who is it going to involve, right? What is it going to require? Who is it going to require? What will it take? Who will it take, right? So you have those, and then, constantly reminding yourself over and over and over to be flexible. Be flexible, right? This thing is not happening to me, it's happening for me. These are the things that I cannot change. These are the things that I can change. I'm going to focus on the things that are in my power, right? Focus on these things, and then at the end of the day, also be grateful, have gratitude. So be flexible, okay? Be flexible, don't break. Assess, perception, action. Be flexible, don't break.